Sploosh! What's up, guys? It's Wombat here. Oh, today we're gonna be doing a review of this Kaiser Kerbeus limited press. Ow. Alright, first up is the layer Kaiser Kerbeus. It's pretty good for just raw defense. Really hard to KO, really hard to burst. But the problem is its stamina isn't very good. Things like Kaiser Kerbeus, I guess Gravity Orbit, Knuckle Orbit, Knuckle Revolve, stuff like that, they'll be decent, but if you put it on something like Unite, which can really take advantage of its KO defense, you'll get outspun by Extreme in most combos because Kaiser Kerbeus stamina is just that bad. It's a good part, it's just not really usable. Is the problem, because its stamina is so bad that it can't really compete with anything. It's had a few successes, mainly against attack types, but aside from that, it's not really very useful. And limited is kind of like a rounder force. I think it's a little heavier than force. I'm not sure what the official weights are. I want to say limited is supposed to be 19.5 and force is supposed to be 19.2. But it has pretty much only the same use as force, which is to support Valkyrie combos. And it's only been used to do that a total of 2 or 3 times ever. And the one guy who used it, K, had a super heavy limited. So like his limited was over 20 grams, I want to say it was like 20.08. So that's why he used it instead of something like force or heavy. And then he eventually changed that for triple. I haven't actually used limited too extensively, but it's just not a very popular disc. The general consensus is that triple or magnum or knuckle or like 4 vortex or a bunch of other discs will outclass it, but it's an option you can put on Valkyrie combos. And then press is the driver. Press is basically a worse defense. The tabs are even larger and bulkier, as you can see, so they like get in the way. If you get knocked off balance, you're gonna like hop around a bit as you bounce on the tabs. People say they're supposed to help you like be harder to KO, but that's not really true, not even for like defense or massive. They just mess up your stamina, they don't make you any harder to KO. And these little weird spiky things on the side are gonna mess up any chance of life after death that you have. So it's just not a very good driver. At least the ring on defense, although it has like little bumps on the side, it does give slight life after death. Not as good as something like spread revolve, but yeah, press is pretty much completely outclassed by defense, so I wouldn't bother using it. And overall, Kaiser Kerbeus is a pretty unimpressive Beyblade. It's definitely not a must-buy. It's got a few interesting parts, like K2 is good for defense, but defense isn't really useful at this point. Some people have actually had success with K2 beating, I guess, left spin combos, which, I don't know, I haven't really been able to replicate that, but a few other people have done that, so it might be worth picking up for that. But aside from that, I would skip over it. Limited is not very good. Limited is not very popular. I'm not sure if it was really good, it'd be a lot more popular. Kaiser Kerbeus has like a cash use at best, and then press is pretty much useless. So I would skip over this one, especially if you want to get this Kaiser Kerbeus, I would recommend getting the speed set instead, or getting the random booster with gravity and revolve, because those are both much better ways to get it than this booster here. So next up I think is gonna be Dark Death Scyther, which will be fun because, oh no, not all mine are broken. I still have a one that's not broken, so I can use that. And I'll see you guys next time.